A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Whip. Rock it. Snap.
Here's Gordon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Ready, set. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Go out. Check. Get it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light.
They're going to look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You got tight. You got tight. You got, hey, high 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Kill 6-6. Pull it high.
They run it here with Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Bird on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's got a 1st down past the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Hilliard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? 50, plant. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? X3, 218, chopper. Give me some. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, exit. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Gordon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now back to throw. And fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. 54.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Scene 6. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Following the fumble recovery. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, 97 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Safety's creeping.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Ready, ready. Protein spill. Hey, orbit.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Bird to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on third down, Love. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing on third and long. Love. And a catch made by Hopkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. He's going to loft it. Deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Miles. With a sack.
Miles Jack. A loss of 9 on the sack. It's second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. This is Gordon. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 2, Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 51. He don't know no better. Bring her.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
You ain't doing nothing
And
today.
that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
"51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. On the return is Cohen.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Trubisky will throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now the throw taken in by Chart. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Off play action. Love. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking deep for gain. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, Sam off. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Love staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end... Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike's 54. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Go. Watch the ship. Bravo. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put